Hi, I'm Benton. I'm a sophomore right-handed pitcher on UNC's baseball team. I'm from Enfield, North Carolina, and my story begins when I was about 12 years old. I only ever had one first cousin. She was very dear to me. We were just beginning to become great friends. At this point in my life, I had been raised in the Episcopal Church. My parents had raised me just like most other Christian families in the church, active. We were Sunday goers every single week. At 12, some sort of disaster struck, and I didn't really know how to deal with it. When I was 12 years old, my first cousin passed away, and it was an inexplicable series of events where she got sick. She got pneumonia, she got mono, and she never recovered. It was one of those things where you just ask one word: why? And it took me into a very dark place. So you fast forward to high school years. I'm still kind of struggling with it, even though time had sort of healed it over. Through high school, I played the Christian kid. I didn't worship God. I worshipped my image and how good of a person I could be. I was president of the SCA club. I was big into this thing called underground youth. Just big into a lot of Christian things, if you will. But inside, I was really struggling to answer questions like, where did we come from? Is God even real? I struggled with the question, why? Why did my cousin die? I think that it took me going to a dark place and doubting profoundly the gospel of Christ for me to come to actually understand the gospel. And so I took a whole summer, really, before college to read a bunch of books. When I finished the main book that really explained the gospel to me was when I finished Tim Keller's The Reason for God, where he clearly lays out a scripturally sound case for belief in God, and most specifically belief in Jesus Christ, that he did go to a cross and he did die for a purpose. And it wasn't until right before college that I really understood it, that church isn't just going, participating in a social thing where you do good. The church isn't a place where you measure yourself. It's a place where you go and give thanks for what God has done for you. The gospel is not something that we do, that we perform. It's not a performance measure against which God judges us. Instead, it's what God has already done for us. And it took a lot of deep and dark moments and questions that I couldn't answer on my own, that I had to seek help to answer, for me to come to realize that it's nothing that I do to earn God's love. God has given it to us freely if we choose to accept it on the cross, by showing His love on the cross. And since coming to college, I found myself in specific groups, specific circles of friends and groups that share interests and passions that I have. And I'd highly recommend examine your passions, your interests, and find a Christ-centered group that's centered around those. For me, it was Athletes in Action. And I've been involved ever since my freshman year, and it's a community that helps you grow. And I mean real community that's seeking the Lord together, that has similar interests, similar passions, and a similar goal to grow in Christ. And that's something that I was missing in high school that now that I'm in college has helped me exponentially. I'm Benton. I'm a Tar Heel, and I'm second.